I am Malala. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about a very important form of technical analysis you all don't know about or you all don't know how to do well. And I'll be talking about Trendline, right? So if this is your first time here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the yeah, subscribe button, right? So today I'll be talking about Trendline. Well, Trendline is actually one of the most forms of technical analysis in Forex. And if your trend line is drawn correctly, it can be used accurately as other method. So one of the ways to make profit or to make money in Forex is to know how to draw your technical analysis well. And one way to draw your technical analysis is by using your trend line, right? So we have two types of form of trend line, which I'll be explaining right in this video. The first one is we have the ascending trend line, the descending trend line, right? Now we have the ascending trend line is used in an uptrend. As you all know, in an uptrend, we are always looking to buy, right? We're always looking to buy the pair in an uptrend. And what does our trend line does to us? Now, when our trend line is plot, it can be used as dynamic support or resistance. So that means you can use your trend line as either a dynamic support and resistance. Well, we cannot use technical tools independently. We use it in confluence with other technical tools also, so that we can have a detailed analysis. But if your trend line is used correctly, it has higher percentage to make sure you're making consistent gain of the financial market, right? So we have the ascending trend line, which goes like this in an uptrend, right? This is what happens. We draw it like this and it goes. So these are support and this is a downtrend. Now, how do you draw a trend line? Now, to draw a trend line, you have to identify the trend, obviously. Identify the trend. And what the trend line does is like we are using a line to connect our trend together, right? Now, one thing about the institution is that they tend to stack up orders at the touch of these lines if drawn correctly. That means you must learn to draw a trend line correctly. So what does this mean, right? So to draw your trend line correctly, you have to locate two major top and bottom either ways and connect those points together. All right. Locate two major points. When you locate your trend, locate two major and obvious points. That means your point must be obvious. And what you join them together, you connect them together. Now, it takes at least two tops or two bottoms to draw a valid trend line. But it takes three touches to confirm the trend line. So that means the more touches, the more valid that trend line is, because the fact that market has been respecting it consistently for a particular time shows that, all right, this is a valid trend line. Same goes with support and resistance. If you have not watched my support and resistance video, go right there to my YouTube. Just check the list of videos. You will see how to draw your zones correctly. I talked about support and resistance there, right? So the fact that market is directing through a line shows that, okay, it is valid. And how do you take this trade? When you connect 2 points together like this, now we take our trade based on the third or fourth point. So that means to draw a valid trend line, we just need to connect 2 points together, and we'll look for markets to come to the third point so that we can take take our entries off the third point. So let's say we have something like this. It's best to draw. You must locate 2 points to confirm a trend. That means you can't just say, you can't just go to your chart and do something like this and say this is a trend line. No, it must connect to 2 points, right? It must connect to 2 points. And it's best if your point is obvious. If your point is obvious, right? It makes it more cool. So we anticipate the third touch to take our trades, the fourth touch, the fifth touch, respectively, as long as the market respect that trend line. Now I'll create another video. I'll send another video when I talk about trend line breakout strategy, how you can take entries off trend line and all of that. But for the sake of today, I'll just teach you how to draw a trend line correctly. Now, to draw a trend line, you start from the wicks, not body. Now let's say we have this here. Let's say this is all we can see on our screen. Now to draw a trend line, you don't just draw like this. You don't just, it must be two obvious points. So how do I do this? I come down here and I do this like this. From the wick, the tip of the wick, can you see? To this point here. All right, so this point here. So this is how it is drawn. Let's say you want to draw something here. This is another one here. This point to this point here. So this is it. So you make sure you are joining it from the wick, from the wick, from the wick. So that is how to draw a trend line. Let me just go into more detailed examples so that you all can get. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame so that you all can get how to draw your trend line accurately. Now we notice that, all right, this is an uptrend. So what do? I take my zone, my line from this point right here to this point. So this is looking like our trend line. So we've connected 2 points. So well, we can anticipate the third touch, because we can anticipate the third touch and expect some further buy move. So that is pretty how we draw our trend line. Now let me show you another one. Let me show you. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. We have this. We have this here. We have this here. Market is touching 2 points. This is the obvious one, the first one, and this is the second obvious point, right? So we can say that we are expecting the third touch, that okay, when market comes to give us the third touch, it's going to what? It's going to drop, right? So that is pretty much how to draw your trend line. So my next video, I'm going to talk about trendline strategy. Trendline strategy. Let's just check out some more awesome examples. All right, let's check out some more awesome examples, right? We have this here. These 2 points here, these 2 points, and these 2 points, and these 2 points. You go to the 4 hours time frame, you are going to see it very well. These 2 points. This point here, and this point. So you would have taken your trade if the market broke out of this zone. So anticipate my next video when I'm going to talk about trend line strategies. Trend line strategy is going to be a light now. It will help you on how to use trend line to make money. Now let me show you an example of one of the things I'm doing. Right. So this is GBP JPY. I'm currently on this trade. Yeah. So what did I do? I noticed the market is in a downtrend. I connected 2 points together here, this point and this point, and I was anticipating the third touch. It works like magic, right? When it's used correctly. So when the market touches the third point, can you see the drop, right? So right about the market has actually dropped about 100 pips on GBP JPY. So this is pretty much how to draw a zone. Just check out your chart, check out for examples, draw examples. If you need help, talk to me on Telegram. Probably you want me to access your trend line, how you are drawing it. I would be sacrificing that. You can send me your example and make sure you draw it correctly. Just go with the rule number 1. It must touch at least 2 points. It must touch at least the same. That was what I did here. Let me show you guys. I connected these 2 massive trend lines together, this point and this point, and I'm anticipating the third touch to make money. So it's pretty much cool. It's actually very, very simple. Very, very simple. We just following the rule to confirm a trend line. You must touch 2 points. So that is pretty much how it works. Now, on this point here, this massive, this high and this low, right? This is a trend line. Market can touch the third point. We also have this area here. We have this area here. We have this area here. It's looking like the market has broken the trend. That's why we are having this. So we are anticipating the top touch and we are anticipating a drop afterwards. So anticipate my next video where I talk about trendline strategy, how to make money using Trendline alone, how you can, your entry criteria for Trendline, and now you can make massive gain from Trendline. Click on the subscribe button so that you can receive notification when I drop the next video. Cheers, and God bless you.